ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಾನು ಲಲಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಜಾರಿ. ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಅನೇಕ ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ತೊಗೊಂಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಂದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿವೇ, ಆ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗುಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಗುಂಡಾರ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳು ನಾವು ಏಕೆ ನಿರ್ಮಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುವಂಥ ಮಂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಠನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಿಂದ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ತಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಜರು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಮತ್ತು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಉಚ್ಚಾರ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಲಾಭಗಳೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಈ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳಿ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದ ಒಂದು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಅನೇಕ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾಯಿದೆ ಇಂಥ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಥ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇವತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ನಮ್ಮೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಿತ್ರರು ಕಳಿಸಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Let's get inside the temple. You will find a linga or a statue made of a rock, and it's placed in a closed wall structure with a Galigopuram on the top. That means a pyramid structure with a tip pointing to the sky. There will be no ventilation. Tight packed and covered with stone walls to a precision where even the light cannot enter. Now people send some sounds to the rock. Not just today, it's been practiced since thousands of years. They are sending some sounds to the rock continuously, right from the morning to afternoon to evening till night, every day. We all know that sound has a form. To all the lower Q people, I'm going to show you a few experiments where particles form different patterns and forms due to various types of sounds. I saw a beautiful music video in this channel in which they show how water, fire, particles respond to the sound. It's an incredible experiment, you must watch it.
It is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies.
Now, 72% of your body is water, 12% is earth, 6% is air, 4% is fire, and the remaining is space. Don't you think this sound has an impact on your system? Look at how drastically the water is responding to the sound. Similarly, fire. In fact, everything in the cosmos responds to the sounds. That's why yogis of the past have always said sound is the basis of existence. Every form is a certain reverberation of sound. If you master the sound, you can play with the 5 elements. That's how the sages of the past used to walk on water, disappear into the air, walk through the walls, etc. In Harry Potter movie, what you have seen is just a fiction story. But here, we have got yogis who did all that for real. Even though there are many mystics who can do these things, not just them, you and I can do it if we attain certain mastery over the sound. You need a perception beyond the senses to do that. For that, you need to do a different level of sadhana. You can't do that in a laboratory through some dumb experiment. All those who tried either ended up neurotic or died an utter failure, wasted a lot of money in the research. So except dhyanam, technically there is no other way. Sorry to disappoint the people who are lazy to yoga. Okay, sound. I recommend you to watch more such experiments in YouTube to understand better what I'm trying to say here. Inside the temple, they chant some mantras. What happens is, the sound will touch the stone and bounce back in different directions. Because it's a closed room, the sound has to pass out through the main door. And whoever is standing in front will be completely soaked in that energy. Now, what do they chant? Vishnu Sahasranamam in the morning and Lalita Sahasranamam in the night. There is Shivopasana Mantram, Lingastakam, Am Namah Shivaya, Nirvana Shatakam, etc., which will have different impacts on the human system. I really wanted to check what impact these sounds have on the human system. So I went to a neurosurgeon to really experiment and document the impact of these sounds on the human brain, the human system. I took my friend Rahul for the EEG test. It's called electroencephalography, where you can see the brain activity, the activity of the nervous system of a person on a computer. We played Lalita Sahasranamam to him. రాహుల్ రిలాక్స్ యువర్ ఫేస్ ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి చెప్పు. రైట్. The kind of parasympathetic differences that he's getting is anonymous. Oh my god, then I understood. These sounds are engineered in such a way that the rhythm of the chant will go inside your parasympathetic nervous system and will put you into deep sleep within 3 to 5 minutes. First thing is, the chant is some thousands of years old. How could these ancient sages know that these sounds impact the parasympathetic nervous system? This they do it in the night. And in the morning they chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, the 1000 names of Bhagavan Vishnu. And again, these sounds are engineered in such a way that it will wake you up to a peaceful and refreshing state of mind. I'm sure most of you are suffering with painful wake-ups, with such an irritated mind that you can't sleep and you don't enjoy waking up. If you listen to Vishnu Sahasranamam in the morning, it will clear all these clutches in the brain and you will be super fresh when you wake up. Even today you can go and check in Tirupati temple. They will chant Vishnu Sahasranamam in the morning and Lalita Sahasranamam in the night. This is a clear science evolved and being practiced in temples. Even now in most of the temples they're still doing it without knowing why they're doing. I went and asked one of the priests in my hometown. He said, no, they're doing it since so many years. Or they will say something like, it's good for your health, you will get money, pregnancy, etc. This is one more reason why temples are ending up in ruins here. There is no one to talk about the science behind it. Why sounds and why the rock? So they call this rock as God, and when you chant for God, their idea is to benefit the human beings living in the city. It's a free service. Will your doctors treat you for free? But these temples are doing it for free since ages. But now these temples are under attack. It's time to free them from government's control.